Okay, I'm here with my good buddy Don McLean. Don, 8 years I've been coming to see you.
8 years, yeah.
Here in Chatham, and we have a beautiful Boomerang here. Now, give me a little bit of insight about this plane here.
Well, it's a model of the CA-13 Boomerang. It's an Australian design and it's used as a trainer as well as a fighter. Built by my friend Charlie Mills, who is here with us today. It's roughly 15 years old. It's got a 5-cylinder radial Moki 150 on it.
Wow, which sounds really nice.
Sounds lovely. It's got a long flying history. It's been at Top Gun twice.
Was this a kit originally, or was this scratch built?
No, Charlie designed it, built it strictly from scratch.
Wow. Now, I noticed there are some unique features of it. Now, what are the bumps in here in the front?
Those are clearances for the landing gear as it retracts. It's almost an identical wing plan form to a Canadian Harvard or an American AT-6. So it's that same design. It's a bump for the landing gear.
Now, how does it handle in the air?
Smooth and steady. It's a heavy airplane, so you have to do energy management when you're flying it. But it's with the Moki, it's got plenty of power to get a loop.
Now, was this a carrier fighter at all, or was it just strictly a land fighter?
I think it was a land fighter.
It was a land fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful design. I mean, the whole thing is just such a unique plane.
Charlie built the landing gear also with the oleo struts.
Well, let's take a look at that. Let's tilt her up a little
Sure.
bit. Just,
As you can see there,
yeah.
landing gear with the doors articulate as it retracts, and then it's a functional shock absorbing strut as well. So if you push that up, you can get it to move, yeah.
Oh yeah, neat.
It's got a good strong spring in it.
Yeah.
It's got split flaps also. It's a little tricky to handle on the ground because it's a short coupled airplane. It's got a short tail and the landing gear is fairly narrow together. So it's a little bit prone to a ground loop, but once you get the speed up, and it's a pussycat in the air.
Do you find that, Don, with most tail draggers like this, that is
quite commonly the case?
Yeah,
quite common.
Now, was the prop size actually this size of prop, or was there a bigger prop?
Oh, it was a much bigger prop. The scale prop would be probably another, 4 or 5 inches in the scale. Yeah,
probably be out.
It was huge.
Out there. Would that be inefficient if you did put a prop that size on it?
Yeah, this engine wouldn't be able to swing a scale-sized prop. The original engines were sometimes gear reduced, and the original engine was a radial like this, but more cylinders and slower RPM. So for this size engine, we need to swing it. That's a 26-inch
If you
prop.
did want to do that to make it more scale, what could you do could you put a bigger engine in it? And
That's as big as it'll go.
And why did he actually pick this one? What, just the uniqueness of it, or?
Because he likes a challenge.
Yeah. And this is a challenge, obviously.
I think so.
Scratch built one.
That's
this was
right.
a challenge for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's hear it start up. I want to let
Okay.
people hear what it sounds like.
Can do.
That's beautiful sounding.
It's got that little popping noise in the exhaust. So it sounds like water dripping.
Yeah,
almost.
exactly. If you listen to it really closely here, I'll stand right beside it. I don't know if you folks can hear that, but can you hear the popping sounds? You can actually hear it. Sounds like water dripping. And that's the popping sound. That's fantastic. This is what gives planes like this, Don, more a realistic flavor too.
Sure.
I'm sure once you're flying it by, people really hear that sound.
That's right.
Throaty,
Yeah,
that throaty sound.
it adds a lot to the fun of it.
Well, what a labor of love. He really did a good job building
He
this.
did, yes he
You
did.
know, I know he's retired and he doesn't fly anymore, but
We can shut it off from the transmitter here.
Yeah, sure.
It's got an ignition switch right here.
yeah, there you go.
That's it.
Hey, and I got my helpers. Thanks a lot, guys.
Good job, boys.
And we're going to see it up in the air, flying around.
Absolutely.
The weather's going to clear up.
Right.
What would you suggest for somebody who's already he's flown around a bit. He's maybe had his license for about 5-6 years. Would this be something that a guy who's experienced with building can get into building?
Yeah,
Easy?
well, it's a scratch-built model,
Yeah.
so it takes extra experience, but there's kits available for airplanes that are similar. And so I would definitely recommend starting with a kit first, but then once you have that experience, a couple of kits under your belt, then try scratch building something, because then you know how to proportion things, how to make the right weight of materials and things like that, so it's a success.
Yeah, and the balance of the
So,
plane, you got to make sure it's balanced. But I guess that comes with experience.
That'll help you with your success.
Yeah. Okay, folks, there you go. We're here at Chatham Air Show. I hope you enjoyed this one.
Thanks, Nick.
No problem, Don. Take care.